EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
Super 66. Hot. 20. Deuce.
Now Goff on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first and 10, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end. The intended receiver. And now it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. First and 10 right at the 20. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's got this one down to the 10. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. It's the Rams. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Gerald Everett taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Gone. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. For a heavy rush, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's Goff. And got him in. It's Woods. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, it's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Got a man over the middle, it's Woods. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. From the gun, here's Goff. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On the keeper, here's Goff. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Goff going to keep it himself. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff taking it in. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. After the run, Goff going to throw. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Abukum in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Finding room to the 20. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, Goff. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams are in for 6. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Again, Goff. It's complete, and he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive.
And that's caught inside the 30. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here we go. Maverick.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Shell. 12.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. A shotgun snap for gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's gone. Carrying it out deep for Woods. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man complete over. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now a handoff for Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you're...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Goff now to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. The continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. LaMarcus Joyner in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Well, there's no doubt about it because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, 5. Black 20.
Now it's gone. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
76, tell him.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boys.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. He's at the 50, the 40, 30. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Starting left here. Starting left here. Starting left here.
Second and 10, Goff again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to get him his second sack now in the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Goff. And this one is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
The Rams going for it on fourth. Goff airing it out deep for Wood. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now Gurley, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get in the position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great